Arpita, I'm so happy that you're going on a trip. You know, travel teaches us much more than books can. It is like reading about Taj Mahal and just being there on a moonlit night, full moon night. That's a sight to see. And experience is always better than mere education. If a person is intelligent, he doesn't need to read the directions to open a can of tuna as they have described it. An intelligent man, by looking at it, would understand how that works. That's how experience is way superior to mere education. I wonder if you agree with what I'm saying. In travel, a well-traveled person is always a person that you'll be happy to interact with because he's learned or she has learned how to behave in alien cultures, eating alien cuisine, interfacing with people who do not know your language. There are a lot of challenges that you overcome in travel, and travel is the greatest educator of all, teacher of all that you learn in your life. That has been my experience. When I was 21, I took a trip around the world, Arpita. I had borrowed from my bank $50,000, which in 1983 was a lot of money. I went for a trip around the world, and I had maybe 40 coupons of, there used to be a coupon before the digitized ticket. So about 40 flights around the world and $50,000. And young, I had a ball. I had my highs, I had my lows. I had the worst experience in Florida, in USA, where I was driving a rental car with, I had a Nikon, a $5,000 camera which was lying in the back seat, and the guy, I took pity on him because it was a hot day and he was holding a sign to go to Epcot Center. I didn't realize, having lived for years in the Middle East, that there could be a danger because you help the people, strangers there, without having to worry. Anyways, when I was driving and when I stopped to let him off, I was wearing a seat belt and driving. He pulled a stiletto and put it between my ribs and poked me to get out of the car. I had no, way to fight because I had the seat belt on. Anyways, I climbed out. He jumped into my seat and he just took away with all my luggage, my passport, my airline tickets, my money, my camera, Nikon. I remember it was F500 or something like that. Anyways, and then I was stranded. Nobody would stop. The trucks, I tried to wave them down, nobody would pass. Anyways, after some time, a family stopped and they took me to the toll booth, and then I called my brother and he sent a prepaid ticket. So I went to the airport at flew back to Los Angeles. So that was a bad trip. I never had a good experience in America. I made a lot of money there. I was billed by Lucent Technologies. First, I was with International Network Services in San Ramon, California, which got bought by Lucent Technologies. And Lucent paid $2.5 billion for about 200 engineers, network telecom engineers. I was one of them. And we would be billed out at $250 an hour. I wasn't making that kind of money myself. $250, $250 an hour. I wasn't making myself, but I was getting comfortable six figures. Anyways, whatever I earned has gone down in stock exchange. Because stock exchange, it's best to invest in the mutual funds and be patient and let it grow. But if you try to outfox them, buy now, buy today, sell it after 2 days, then buy again, those guys who are sitting in the stock exchange 24 hours a day, they know the game inside out, and it's an insider's information game, where the young are fleeced. How the individual investor, how they are fleeced, I will explain to you. If you know a bit about stock exchange, it would be easier for you to understand. The individual investor usually buys small number of shares, okay, and buys odd lots. Like he buys 50,000 rupees of Larsen and Toubro, for instance, or Reliance, 50,000 or 5 lakh, small amounts for the dealers, because dealers are buying million shares, 2 million shares, shares, not money. Money would be much, much more. So those guys, through playing forward, do you know what forward is, Arpita? You buy and sell based on an assumption that at a date at a particular time in future would either rise or fall. So you have puts and you have on the long side puts and calls. Anyways, I think I'm boring you. I think I'm boring you.